How's it going, everybody? This is Travis Platt Reviews, and today we have another episode of our series, So I Saw. And today we're going back to the Front Bottoms, but this time it's on their show at the Frederick Fairgrounds in Frederick, Maryland. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for watching. I do reviews, reactions, lo-fi edits, topic videos, and more, so if you like what you hear, please consider subscribing and turning on post notifications. Also, be sure to give this video a like and comment below if there's another video that you'd like me to do. Also, I've been way more active on Facebook and Instagram lately, so if you want music recommendations or just to see what I'm up to, you can go ahead and follow me on both. It is at Travis Platt Reviews. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. It's no secret that the Front Bottoms are one of my favorite bands of all time, and their self-titled album is in my top 5 favorite albums ever made. And Town of the Hawk, Back on Top, and the rest of their albums have always been so special to me. I was going to travel to see the band in 3 different states over the summer, but when the COVID-19 pandemic hit, concerts came to a screeching halt, and I didn't know what I was going to do without concerts. But I had this amazing opportunity to travel with my friend Joe from Pittsburgh to Philadelphia to attend the In Sickness and InFlames release show in August, and it was a blast. If you'd like to see that video, there should be a card right on the screen for you now. That trip right before I left for college was exactly what I needed, and it was such a fun and wholesome experience. Shortly after, 2 more shows were announced, the first being at the Frederick Fairgrounds in Frederick, Maryland, and Joe and I knew we had to go. The drive was about 3 hours, and it was an easy drive with no traffic whatsoever, and compared to Philly, this was a very rural area, and we arrived around 2 hours before doors, and we were about the 6th car in line. There were signs everywhere leading you to the line, so there wasn't a confusing experience like it was in Philly. Everything ran on schedule and we went in around 5:30. We purchased silver tickets this time to ensure that we could see the stage, where in Philly we could only see the screen. And we got our wish, and were lined up in the center of the stage, just a few rows back. The venue had restrooms in the front and the back of the venue, and the food vendors towards the back, and this made the concert feel like a fair more than the grounds itself. 10 minutes before showtime, a speaker came out to speak about the history of the fairgrounds, and the very select times the fair has been canceled in its 200-year history. And this year was one of those years. But the opportunity to have drive-in concerts has benefited the organizers greatly with financial struggles. They also mentioned the amount of celebrities that have visited the ground, including former President Ulysses S. Grant. When the Front Bottoms came on stage, Brian Sellis stated that he hopes that they are also added to this decorated list. While waiting for the concert, one thing we were worried about was having the same exact set from Philly. And our worries escalated with a very similar video package, showing the band's journey to the venue and setting up. But by the second song, 2YL, it was evident we would get a different set list. Some big surprises were the additions of Be Nice to Me,
Sorry, I didn't know I had to say. Could we talk about this lady? Your voice is driving me insane.
Somebody Else,
2 times in one night, 2 nights in a row.
and Wolfman.
This is just not what you wanted at this point in your life.
Which Brian described as a kinda spooky song. Another song that the band played here that they didn't in Philly was 12 Feet Deep, one of my personal favorites.
'Cause you are water 12 feet deep, and I am boots made.
The first half of the setlist was very mixed, with songs from every major release. But the second half of the setlist did feature the newest album, which was expected. But then they began to play hits like Maps, Backflip, and the famous Twin Size Mattress. The band also played the song The Truth live for the first time this evening. With the swaps, I do think the Maryland date had a stronger set list. Despite losing More Than It Hurts You and Far Drive, we did get some classic hits here that we didn't get in Philly. After Be Nice to Me, the band stepped off stage for the crowd to get fired up for an encore. And the Encore commenced, with many honking their horns until the band came back on. And Brian mentioned that this was the most successful Encore to date. And they closed with Leaf Pile and Au Revoir, the same closers as Philly. The show ended around 8:35, and the event staff was very effective in getting everyone out in an orderly fashion. The security team was on their game the entire night, and the event was extremely well organized. The sad reality of this show is that it's likely my final concert of the year. Because of the weather getting colder, driving concerts likely won't continue until the spring, and because venues still aren't open. But regardless, some great memories were made out of a difficult situation. The Front Bottoms put on another excellent performance and possibly my last concert of the year. Thanks for watching.